USA. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
Throwing on first down. Reynolds. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Looking to throw. Reynolds. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
27 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
On first down, Reynolds. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Reynolds. Flush to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Texans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advantage. And they'll run here with Etienne. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss.
Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. And the Texans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over it from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with.
On 1st and 10, Reynolds. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Trayvon Walker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. They want a little bit of everything out of all of your guys, but let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Off play action, Reynolds. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Terry McLaurin, 63 yards. And the Texans lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told us.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
On 2nd down now, Hackett. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hackett, and he's dropped just before the line to
guy. That's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. Hopkins' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the deep and right up the middle.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 50 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. To a 1.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
From 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
High throw, but he makes the catch. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
To really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Dameon Pierce
taking it in from 7 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially...
And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get.
We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to...
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And that is incomplete.
Let's face it.
They go play action here on first down. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. 39 yards there, a big one.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there. Defensive front has eaten up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
And Waller taking it in over the middle. And the Texans are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And they're going to speed things up here. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Heard that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house for a loss as a result.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnovers.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them.
Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Lawrence, that one caught downfield. It's Hooper. And they're able to work. Now Lawrence on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, part of thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Etienne is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down. And off the option, he'll try and run with it. Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. So here now.
Or maybe use one of those timeouts.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A final shot now for Lawrence. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for Houston, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.